And now I'd like to bring up Ruth Wrightstone here to speak. Ruth went to Ghana in 1961 and worked alongside my parents at the hospitals in Warara and Adidome for 3 years. To our parents, she was a dear lifelong friend, and to me and my siblings, she was Aunt Ruth. She's no stranger to Pleasant Hill. She has come here often, not only to visit us, but to serve on the Uplands Board of Directors. So she has many friends here.
I can see you.
I'll wait here with you.
Oh, okay.
Whoops.
This is my personal situation with Trudy. I was going back to see how long I've known her. I worked in Ghana with Trudy, and I first met her in November of 1961. And I thought, 55 years? I can't imagine. In Ghana, when a new missionary comes, and they were at the hospital in Warara, which is 120 miles north of the coast in Ghana. And there were no free housing there. Everybody had occupied the houses. They were waiting for the head matron to leave, and she hadn't left when I arrived. So Trudy, in true form, had me at her place. And when I arrived, I had the bedroom at the end of their house. The houses were straight. So I had the end bedroom. And when I came, I had a glass of water for my toothbrush. And I was thinking, and Trudy said, "I'm sorry, but you're new, and I had to boil the water for you because you won't know about the germs and the things that might, and we have to make sure you go into the time slowly that you get immune to all of these bugs." So she had this nice glass of water for me. She had arranged a vase of flowers that she had picked. And I was thinking how wonderful. She does this all the time. Well, I wasn't sure. But anyway, she helped me settle in. And she helped me get to my workstation. I worked in the laboratory. I was setting up the lab, and I also was teaching the people who were there, and we really got together for a lot of fun. And also, it was, having arrived in November, that's pretty close to Christmas. And I wasn't thinking anything. And come Christmas, Trudy had a present under the tree for me. Not a tree like this. We had palm leaves that we decorated. So we had a Christmas palm tree. Anyway, she had this present for me, and I opened it up, and it was a cloth that I could get made into a Ghana dress. Well, I did that, and I wore that, and it doesn't fit anymore. Now, I learned that Trudy didn't do that for me. She did that for everybody who came. She was very thoughtful of people and what their needs were. And I thought, this is such a wonderful woman. And I think Kenny was, 4 or 5, and when I arrived, and lo and behold, Lois was born while I was there, I think on my second or third time, I'm not sure. 52. And Lois? 62. I have it wrong. Okay. Well, anyway, we were sitting around in the evening playing pit. And we were having a good time. I don't know how many of us there were. And then we figured we better go to bed. Well, we went to bed, and we got up in the morning, and lo and behold, Lois had arrived. Trudy was having contractions the whole time we were playing pit, and she didn't tell us. I would like to tell you another story about Lois. I was with Lois more than any of the others. Anyway, Lois was a time when she was still in the high chair. And so one day we were around the breakfast table, and we were eating, and Trudy went to get Lois, brought her out from her crib, put her in the high chair by the table, and brought in her breakfast. Lois started screaming, yelling, kicking her feet. And Trudy said, "Lois, be quiet, settle down." And Lois just kept going. And Trudy picked up the high chair with Lois in it, and she carried it into the kitchen. And she says, "When you quiet down, you may come back." Anyway, we found out what was wrong with Lois. Apparently, she does not like green eggs and ham. Anyway, Trudy and I were the best of friends. We visited each other. When they would drive over to New Jersey to Ken, they would stop at my house for the night and then continue on. And I'd come here and stay with them. So we have known each other for 55 years, and I can't get over that so how long. Thank you.